Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world. Goddamn cryptocurrency. That's right. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Shitcoin Club. So, in today's video, I'm actually going to be speaking about a blockchain I've never spoken about before, and tokens I've never spoken about before, and I don't even own these tokens. We're going to buy them live right now. I'm going to show you how to bridge, how to purchase, and how to farm on TELOS. What is TELOS and why am I so bullish on it? Actually, it was a bit of a it's kind of funny story actually. So the designer for our NFT project called Colin Perez, he has been telling me about TELOS for 3 months. He keeps saying, Richie, you got yourself some TELOS yet? It's great. He loves it. Says fantastic. He's telling me about this charm token. It's like yeah. And then keep putting it off. And then he mentioned it yesterday. He's like, it's mooning hard. It's like 5x since I last mentioned it. I know the whole market's gone up quite a lot, but not 5x. And I started looking at it, right? And I was pretty blown away by not only the EVM capabilities of it, but also the DeFi, which is available there, and the farming that can be done. And I love farming. I love lending. I love borrowing. I love epic gains. All these things. That's what we're going to be checking out today. So I'll be moving from the Binance Smart Chain to TELOS, and I'll show you how to do that. But you can do it with any other chain. We're going to quickly talk about that, and then I'm going to show you the DeFi on it. Then we're going to put some money where my mouth is, basically. So let's get to it. Today's exciting video on the TELOS ecosystem. So I was coming over to Twitter, right? So follow me on Twitter if you don't. Shitcoin Club all the way. We're searching through everywhere and everything, finding all the tokens that we want to acquire. So I started my research. Just as a little bit of background information here, I didn't know anything about TELOS until a couple days ago, and I started to research it myself. Always do your own research. Personally, for myself, I always find that Twitter is the best place to start finding out more information about different blockchains, new projects, and if they're bullish or not, right? And my search brought me to this page called Omnidex. So Omnidex is a DEX on TELOS, and it is, as far as I know, where the charm token comes from, right? So I was looking through these guys, and of course looking through TELOS and their information. And from my research here, I realized and figured out how I can bridge there, how I can safely buy the token, how then I can farm with it, right? So we're going to go through all that. But I would suggest getting onto Twitter and using that as your way of safely navigating through this kind of complicated space. Another great thing I found was on YouTube, you can find Hello TELOS. I didn't subscribe to me as well, by the way. I subscribe to these guys, you should subscribe to me back. This is pretty cool. It's like quite short videos, 4-minute, 5-minute videos where they just go through everything cool that's on TELOS right now. So this is at TELOS Weekly number 2, where they go through DeFi. This was just brought out a week ago, right? There was 2 weeks ago. There's another one just about an overall encompassing thing, talking about the blockchain, how it's different, how it's eco-friendly. This one is more focused on different DeFi opportunities, NFTs, yield farming, lending, borrowing, these kind of things. So check that out too if you want some background information on TELOS. The things that we want to know are the token, right? So this is TELOS token, or TELOS. You can buy this on PancakeSwap on the Binance Smart Chain. You can buy it, I think, on Uniswap too. So it is across different blockchains. But of course, the best way to use it is on its native blockchain, where it will be the gas-paying token. How has it been doing, right? So if we go to like a year chart on this, it did get up to 80 cents. And like most things, in May last year, it dumped all the way down to holy hell. And we are sitting from since then about 18 to 20 cents, and today it's also about 18 to 20 cents. So in a sense, right, if you were farming with TELOS token since last year essentially, you're doing pretty well from June, because you were at 18 cents and today we're at 20 cents, right? So it's pretty stable, doing well. And in the recent times, if we go to a 30-day chart, you can see it is coming out of the bear market and going pretty strong. Interesting things, market cap, only $61 million market cap. That is tiny for a project like this. Market cap rank is 413, which usually I'm talking about, Phantom, which is around about 40 market cap, and I see massive upside on that. But 413, like, you could see this thing could absolutely rip, right, if it catches fire. The trading volume for today is 1.6 million, so doing well. And of course, at the bottom, that's where we like to scoop up these coins. So that's why I'm buying this today. The other token I'm going to be purchasing is this one. I should have bought it yesterday, but I didn't. But my head's in the way there. But that just keeps going up, that line. That's all the way up to 0.002, right? And it's done almost a 2x since yesterday. So that's good. Actually, Colin told me that he sold it, a bunch of it 2 days ago. So he is pissed off. That's why he was telling me about Charm. And then I was like, wow. So question is, do you buy a token after a 100% pump? No. You sit and you wait for the retracement. So I'll be waiting for this to go down about 30% to 40%, and then I will make my purchase on Charm. Nothing can go up forever, right? If it does go up a bit more, that's okay. Why is that? Market cap, $1.3 million market cap. Let me find that for you. Just there below my head. $1.3 million market cap on this token. That is very low for what we're looking at right now. If you want to see a larger chart on this, let me just zoom out a little bit. We can go on to like a 3-month chart. And yeah, like this is ripping. Like that is just ripping, right? And that's from February, okay? We are looking good, very good on this one. So that's Charm, right? So that's what we're going to be focusing on. I want to get both those tokens and I want to farm with them, right? And I want to farm with them in many different places so that I can secure my bag, okay? Are you ready? Let's look at TELOS, right? TELOS is your portal into the world of TELOS. TELOS Net, is your portal in the world of TELOS. The tech is new and ever evolving. It helps to have a guide. Here's what we recommend you do. So we can do this on our MetaMask or your Ratty or whatever EVM compatible wallet you use as like a plugin for Google or Brave or whatever. Like here, I have a MetaMask. Here we have TELOS EVM mainnet. We can use that, right? So we can then bridge from the Binance Smart Chain or from Arbitrum or from Ethereum onto TELOS, no problem. We're going to do that. It is fast, very fast. It is scalable, which means that as more volume comes in, it can deal with it. It is secure because it is on the Ethereum chain. Ethereum is the most secure. Feeless or low fee transactions, right? So this is very important, right? The one special thing about TELOS that I noticed when I was researching it is that there's no first come, first served. Whoever pays the most gas is going to get the transaction through. This idea, it is basically first come, first served. If you get the transaction through, then that is you going to be served next. You can't have someone behind you pumping up more gas and then he's going to leapfrog over you. The miner is going to deal with that one first and forget about your one. It doesn't happen on TELOS. So this is a very interesting, very fair way to do a blockchain and environmentally friendly, which is fantastic because they care about the environment. And so do I. So my core values, their core values, they are lining up quite nicely here. Happy about this. You can check out this entire website. We're not going to go through it all because it would take too long for this short video, but I'll leave the link in the description so you can check it out yourself. You can come over to DeFi Llama, put in cross-chain and then hash TELOS, okay? And then it's going to show you different places where you can park your funds. You'll see the TVL of TELOS, just similar to the chart we saw of the price performance. It's pretty much similar. We had $193 million locked at the height of the bull run. And since then, we've come down to just $29 million locked, apparently, in TELOS. Now 36. So we've gone up 10 million in a couple of days, but that's very low, which is bullish. Very bullish. Yeah, we're early. Getting to these new lands, right? Coming across new and fantastic blockchains and getting into opportunities and purchasing tokens and farming tokens, most importantly, while they are low price. And then as the masses come into this blockchain and realize it's fantastic, people start buying it up. We are already selling out our position and sitting in a nice moon bag area where we have loads of the token, we've profited from the token, and we're just continuing to then move on to the next place where we're going to explore and find out. This is what being a pioneer is all about. So let's get on to the journey. We will go to chainlist.org. We will type in TELOS into the top. This will then bring up TELOS EVM mainnet. We will then add that to your MetaMask and it will bring it up right here. Then you'll think, okay, I need some TELOS token. So we need to bridge some. You would go to PancakeSwap, type in TELOS, it will bring up the logo for TELOS, or go over to somewhere like, over to PancakeSwap. We will go back to the Binance Smart Chain. Connect our wallet, go to swap, right? And we're going to just buy a little bit of, we don't need to buy a lot. The liquidity is not very high on PancakeSwap, so you don't want to buy a load, just buy a little, right? So, you buy like 0.01 BNB, right? That will get yourself 17 TELOS. That's more than enough because we're going to be sending over our main stuff with the bridge. And then we don't have to get bad price impact or pay any trading fees or these kind of things. So we now have a little bit of TELOS and on Binance Smart Chain, and we have TELOS EVM mainnet on our MetaMask. Then go to multichain.org, right? app.multichain.org, link in the description again. We're going to switch, keep on our Binance Smart Chain. Now we have the TELOS token that we purchased. So we would be Binance Smart Chain. It would be TELOS, TLOS here, right? If you had it, then it will show it. So then we were purchasing there like 17 or something, okay? Then we want to decide where we're going to send it. You're going to come here, go to TELOS mainnet, right? And you're going to send that over to there. Boom. Approve it, send it. Then you need to think, okay, I need more cash, of course. I can't just have like 10 cents over in TELOS mainnet. You're not going to farm anything with that. So what I did was I sent over some ETH from Binance Smart Chain as well. So, I took ETH. I think I sent over like half an ETH, so 0.5 ETH, over to TELOS as well. And we swapped that over as well. Approve, then swap. And it's on its way. It takes about 20 minutes. Mine took about 10 minutes, and then you'll find that it arrives. If you want to then find it arrives, you can come to somewhere like ApeSwap, okay? And you can start changing your network to whatever you want. So we're going to go over to TELOS. Then that means we need to switch our MetaMask now over to the TELOS space because that's where we're farming now. We don't need to go back to Binance Smart Chain. So we're here. So now you see I have 73 TELOS here, and also the ETH that I sent over, I have 0.49 wrapped ETH. So first things first, I'll just put everything into TELOS because that's the focus of today, and the trading fees are very small. So we'll just do that just to get ourselves organized, right? So on ApeSwap, I'll make my first swap. Ooh, she is fast. My internet's not fast, but TELOS is fast, right? And then we confirm, swapping everything into TELOS. Great stuff. So now we have 5,458 TELOS on the TELOS chain. I could just stop there and then just wait for this token to moon, and then I'll be very happy, right? But that's not how I roll. So now we're going to check out some farms. Right, first farms, we're in ApeSwap. We can check out what's going on here. This is what they have to offer. We have either TELOS with USDC, and for 50% APR, which is pretty good. The highest APR they seem to have is about 50%. I'm looking for this charm token though, which I want to farm with. But like I said, I'm not buying it today, but I will be, right? But if I was farming with TELOS, I'd probably just go for something like TELOS with ETH for 16%. It's fine with me. I wouldn't pair it with a stablecoin because I think the price is going to go up. That would be me kind of hindering the moon mission that I want TELOS to go on. So yes, I'd just take ETH and TELOS and take the 16%. Would be just fine. Liquidity is quite low in this pool also. You could also go for Bitcoin with TELOS as well, but I think ETH is going to perform better than Bitcoin in this coming bull market. That's my thoughts. Shh, yeah. So that's why I go for that one. So that's cool. It's just a normal yield farm, PancakeSwap v2 fork idea here. We just pair up liquidity and we farm, right? Let's move over to the next one, which is more interesting for me. This is OmniDex, right? So we can trade on OmniDex, swapping tokens. This is going to be my main swap page, I think. Then we can stake on this. We can stake our charm token, and we can also stake TELOS for a pretty good 11% APY, sorry. So that's pretty good. There's 18 million already in this pool. If you did just want to keep this token as is, this is a good one for you, right? But we're going to come to farms, right? What we're earning is charm, okay? Which at the moment is this token, which is on an absolute rampage. Wow. Now, I'm not buying it yet. I'm waiting to buy it, like I said, probably about 0.0016. So yeah, about 30% dip is when I'll be buying this, right? So for now, I'm going to be going the same kind of attitude, TELOS and ETH, 19% APR, that is my one, right? That's what I'm going to do probably. Other ones that we could go for, which would be pretty awesome, would be stable coins getting Charm Token. Always a good choice, 17% APR. And Phantom and Telos, ooh, for 50% APR. That's my boy. That's where I'm going, okay? I'm really bullish on Phantom. So yes, we're going to go for this. Phantom Telos for 50% or Matic Telos for 60%. These, of course, are more risky because Phantom and Matic are going to perform a lot more volatile than ETH or Bitcoin are. That's why the APR is higher. But I'm so bullish on Phantom. So we're going to go Phantom with Telos, which means I'm going to sell half my Telos into Phantom and get our first farming going there. The last place we want to check before I do that is Grim Finance. Now, Grim recently just launched on Telos. So let's have a look at what they have on offer over here. So we will connect our wallet. So we can go Charm and Telos, 74% auto compounding here. So the APY will go up, right? So you can get more here. So you could, if you're really, really bullish just on this ecosystem, drop it into Grim Finance, into this Charm and Telos one, then just leave it there for 6 months, come back, and probably you're going to have a load of money. Not financial advice, none of this is. We're just looking at brand new and awesome ecosystems, trying to find out where we can go and what we can do. So I'm going to go pretty basic right now. We're going to go Phantom and Telos. So we need to trade half of our Telos into Phantom token. 2,600. Ooh, the price impact is too high. That's a problem. So that means the only other solution I would have then would be if I wanted to farm with Telos and Phantom, which I do want to do, I'm going to have to send Phantom, fresh Phantom, over into Telos network, right? It's probably the best idea. From the Phantom chain to Telos network is how the best way to do it would be to do this with multi-chain, which would be another $1,000. So let's just do that. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So we'd send 2,000 Phantom over to the Telos blockchain. The only thing you need to be very careful about here is hoping that the value of Phantom holds the same on Phantom chain as it does on Telos chain, right? But we're not playing with a huge amount, so we should be okay. So let's just be DJing. Let's just swap it over. So we're going to lose 2 Phantom for this. It's going to probably take another 10 minutes or something like that. So I'll quickly rejig this video and we'll catch that. So luckily, should have done this before, but I didn't. But you can see here, 1 Phantom on Omnidex is the right current price for Phantom of 51 cents. So that's great. Thank God. And we arrived almost instantly. The 2,000 Phantom did arrive. So liquidity, let's build some liquidity. So we're going to take our Telos and we're going to take our Phantom, use maximum Phantom. That will get us just enough, perfect for what we want to do. So we'll enable Phantom chain. Boom. Usually put your spending cap just above what you want to be using. You can always increase this. Just, it's a safety precaution. It's quite a good one. Okay, let's supply this. Now, some people will be thinking like, okay, 60% APR is cool, but it's nothing compared to what you can get in a degen atmosphere, right? Well, you've got to start thinking about price performance, positive price performance in relation to the APR that you're farming for. Because, so say we're going to start farming our Phantom Telos right here, and we're getting 62% APR. But Charm token has been going insane, right? Absolutely bonkers. That means that this APR will continue to rise. The higher the price Charm token, the higher the price of your assets, the higher the APR. And say you've been farming this for 3 months, maybe the APR would have looked at like 20% or 25%, but you didn't sell the token, you continue to farm on top of it or compound on top of it, right? That means actually the speculative APR that you were farming 3 months ago is the same as it would be now, right? So in a bear market, I rarely look at the current APR and I put more of my price point, my price expectation on a token as opposed to the APR you're getting at the moment, because you know, it's just emissions at the end of the day. So I stake this in and let's get farming. Exciting stuff. I'm pretty excited about this. So that took 6 transactions on Telos to get all that said and done. A little bit tricky, but that's what moving to new blockchains is about, right? That's why I wanted to do this live, just to show you exactly how I figured it all out, how I navigated it. Now I'm farming through the ledger safely on a pretty legitimate DEX called OmniDEX. And we are there. And now, just coming back to the chart. So we're farming for charm. What's my price prediction? Well, if we zoom out now, right, we can see at just 1.3 million market cap, if we get anywhere up to the market cap of other farm tokens that I farm, right? For example, right, let's do some comparison, right? Boo, liquidity 8.3 million, market cap of Boo is 17 million market cap, right? So already that's a 17x. And look at the price of what Boo was. This is Phantom Chain's biggest farming token, right? It's a pancake swap of Phantom, right? We come over to some others, right? Want to check out, for example, let's go massive, right? Cake, $686 million market cap. Again, way down from its all-time high of, what was it, like $40. Now it's $3.60, right? So this is the potential upside on something like Charm, right? Which 20% up today, but $1.3 million market cap is absolutely tiny. If this goes to 10 million, we are in it, right? If this goes to 50 million, we are getting up into like a penny. This is coming up like 20x, 100x territory if this is successful. So that's why I went in with it, right? And I'm farming it safely with 2 tokens, which I believe are going to do really well in the long term. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, not financial advice. Just go check it out and see if you are interested in TELOS. If you are, let me know in the description. Peace. Be good to each other. Stay degen. Don't get wrecked.